everyone, I'm Gweakles, and in this video I'll be talking about art commissions. Now, the first thing you want to do is find out what your commissioner wants. And as you can see, my commissioner wanted a portrait of her dog, and based upon what your commissioner wants, it's always good to gather a bunch of references so you have everything you need to make a successful piece. If the piece, warrants for it, sometimes it's more simple. You want to put together a couple of thumbnails so your commissioner has an idea of like what to expect, and they can't say, hey, this isn't what I wanted. Some notes together, make sure everybody is on the same page. Now, before you do any sort of commission, it's important that you figure out what you're comfortable doing. You don't want to be like, okay, I'm opening commissions, and then someone's like, okay, I want an oil painting, and you're like, oh no, I only do watercolors. It's very important that you set a standard, be like, these are the commissions that I'm doing, this is how much it's gonna cost, this is what it's gonna look like, and this is what everyone can expect. After your thumbnails are approved, now if you're doing like a teeny tiny, like digital commission, or maybe it's not a digital commission, but it's a small commission and it's very simple, I don't think a thumbnail is necessary, but since this is a real life, not real life, not that nothing's real life, but since, this is for a friend of mine, and I see her every day, and it's like, a fairly larger commission than, as opposed to like a $10, $15, or $20 commission, I gave her thumbnails. But if it's really cheap and it's something, quick and that's not so extensive, I don't think a thumbnail is really necessary. Maybe at least at the very least show them a sketch so they can see, it just helps to show them a little something so they know what they're expecting. I know a lot of artists don't do that, but if you're not comfortable or you just want to avoid issues for their head, that's always a good idea. Another thing to keep in mind when doing commissions is how much time it's going to take you. You never want to underprice yourself or overprice yourself, or say, oh my gosh, I only charged this much and it took me this much time. The best way to go about that is always make sure that you're not going to be doing something that's more than like minimum wage. That's a good base to start off of. But, so like, let's say, okay, minimum wage is such and such an hour, and it's going to take me this many hours to do this piece. And, everybody works at a different pace. An important thing to keep in mind is they're not paying you for your time, they're paying you for your piece. This is for you to keep in mind about, so you're not doing too much. You're not spending too much time on something that's $10 or $5. You know what I mean? Keep things in the perspective. It's important to get all of this, onto paper or in your head, so you're not in over your head, or you're not stressing yourself out or putting too much work. Make sure you're comfortable in all assets of what you figured out for your commissions before you go in and take them. Now, the great thing about commissions is once you get going on them, establishing word of mouth is pretty much the best way to go. I got this commission from work after finishing another coworker's commission, and if you establish a good repertoire with people, whether it be in real life or online, then it'll be easier to start getting to the flow of commissions. What I like to do is when talking to commissioners, not when I offer them online to like say you guys, but in real life when someone comes to me and they want a piece, you basically want to show pieces that you've already done and say, this is what I can do. Which one of these are you most likely looking at to get yours towards? Now, I had already done a painting of a husky for my friend, so my commissioner said she liked that, but she didn't want the hard edges, which is why I didn't use any ink in this piece. So it's very, very important, I can't stress this or repeat this enough to you, to before you start anything, make sure that you have everything in mind that your commissioner wants, every aspect, the style of your piece, how long it's going to take you, what they're looking for, all your references. Don't be afraid to talk to them. Now, another very important thing I want to stress to you is always make sure that you get paid. Don't ever do anything pro bono. Now, I know you're going to hear a lot of different things about this, and a lot of people are like, oh, this is good for your portfolio, or it'll be for a family friend. Listen to me and listen to me well right now. I can't tell you how many family friend projects that I've done that I've got burnt on, okay? You don't want to do that, okay? If you are in a situation where you're uncomfortable or you don't think that they're going to pay you, you can say no. You can absolutely say no, you're not comfortable doing it, or you will not start until you at least get a deposit or they pay you in full. Because even if they're a family friend and you don't want to embarrass yourself or look bad, I mean, I completely understand. You don't want to tarnish a family friend reputation or a family reputation. You always, always, always get a deposit first, because it doesn't matter who you think they are or who you think they know. Nobody appreciates art the way we do. Nobody views our work or values it the way we do. And unfortunately, that's just the cruel truth that it is. So please take care of yourselves. Please don't ever do anything for free. I mean, unless you're doing a favor for a friend and that's your bag, but please always get a deposit on, you know, real life commissions where you're dealing with a person face to face. Please get a deposit, whether it be half up front or it be all of it up front, whatever you have to do to guard yourself. And that's just, you know, one of the most important things that I have to offer and give you guys. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all regarding commissions or artwork, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Please give me ideas for other art videos that you'd love to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.